Nigeria's children are Nigeria's future.
Good morning, class.
Provision of quality basic education for pupils in Nigeria's public primary and junior secondary schools is very important for Nigeria's future development. The UKAID's Education Sector Support Program in Nigeria, ESPIN, is supporting governments in 6 of Nigeria's 36 states to raise standard in Nigerian schools by investing in a range of reforms that work together to deliver quality basic education. Enugu, Jigawa, Kaduna, Kano, Kwara, and Lagos states are the 6 partner states. They have a combined population of 40 million people and over 17,000 public primary schools. ESPIN is working with partner states towards creating better schools using an integrated approach that includes head teacher and teacher development, development of school-based management committees, SBMCs, inclusive schools that provide for all children, including those that are often marginalized, infrastructure improvement, as well as promoting partnerships between civil society and government. Better schools need better school leadership and management, better teaching skills of teachers, and better relationships with communities they serve. The ESPIN-supported state school improvement teams are developing essential skills for teaching and school management and providing in-school support with the aim of helping head teachers and teachers improve.
And now, we want to add on the number line.
ESPIN is our foreign partner, and they have been rendering what we can refer to as technical assistance to the team. All the training programs received by the State School Improvement Team was conducted by ESPIN.
As you said, training in society should be modelling, should be helping, should be supporting them. Other ideas again?
This workshop is as a result of what emanated from our last 2 years' work with ESPIN. They have been training us for the last 2 years, training us to train teachers and head teachers, and we have recorded, well, without sounding immodest, a huge success.
We didn't stop at the training, we followed them up to the schools to observe their lessons, give them feedback on their lessons, point out their weaknesses, support them to get out of those weaknesses so that they can improve.
We have received so many training on SSIT, including the class teachers. We are there together to receive the training. After the training, we have seen a lot of changes in both teachers and pupils. It has also increased the standard of education of the children.
When you move into the classrooms now, you will discover that teaching is now lively. Teaching is now becoming an interesting career.
What do this number represent?
The new method of using these teaching aids has been helping the children because most of them have never come across what is called flashcards.
The improvements in ESPIN-supported schools are visible. Teachers are now using modern approaches to literacy and numeracy, such as lessons on letters and sounds, the everyday use of numbers, games, role play, and songs.
It's now making the teaching and learning easier.
Mohammed Galadima is the head boy of LEA Primary School, Ungwa Kanawa, Kaduna. Like other children, he's happy about the improvements in teaching methods.
My favorite subject is mathematics. And I love the way my teacher is used to teaching me very well. She used to teach me very well. And the teachers are not so wicked.
The children love it so much because
is also full of fun.
In the past, we had a situation where our children come out of primary school virtually illiterate. The situation has, changed considerably now. You hardly get any pupil coming out of primary school who cannot read and write.
State governments are motivated by the improvements in schools and are committing more. In Kwara State, the government has spent over 300 million naira of state funds for trainings and support programs so far.
I can tell you that the aspect of capacity building of these teachers is now being imbibed in Subeb. They are now financing the training of the teachers on their own at the closer level now. So that one has been accepted as a better way of training or developing the capacity of these teachers.
The role of local communities in school improvement cannot be glossed over. It is the right of local communities to demand basic education for their children, but they must also understand their roles and responsibilities in helping the state to deliver it. School-based management committees, SBMCs, make community voice heard both within the school and by government.
SBMC wa yẹn nǹkan tó wà fún nìyẹn láti ran ìjọba lọ́wọ́ fún ìdàgbàsókè ilé-ìwé àti àwọn olùkọ́ àti àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ń kọ́ pẹ̀lú. So iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe nìyẹn.
When this SBMC was established, we thought it would be a burden on us, but later we discovered that it is a great help to the school, to the pupils.
To further assist, SPIN is helping to develop the necessary policy framework and to train SBMC members so communities are actively represented in the education system and are being empowered to monitor the performance of schools and provide additional resources.
In Kaduna local government, mu kaɗai babu da primary school. Mutanen unguwa suka kira mu taro, muka zauna, muka yi meeting, muka tara kuɗi 250,000. Muka sai wannan fili da gudunmawar local government. Muka tara kuɗi 550,000 muka sai filin da ke gani a nan wajen. Daga nan muka gina ajujuwa biyu, local government ta gina azuzuwa guda 6. Muka fara primary school, amma da azuzuwa 8 kenan. Nan aji biyu ne ga wasu kujerun da shi SBMC suka yi a wannan ajin.
Some members of the school's SBMC, like Murtala Abdullahi, are artisans and they assist with their skills.
Aikin da suke yi ni nake musu. Balantana aikin kujeru za ku gan kaman kujerun da suke kasa yanzu. Dinnan makarantar ne. Muna cikin committee da yake yaro na ma yana can yana karatu.
In Ojo LGEA, Lagos, water transport is a problem for teachers and pupils. But the SBMCs are providing solutions.
Community tí ó wà lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan yìí, Orígèlè la máa ń pè, and àwọn ọmọ ọbẹ̀ wọ́n wà ní school, early primary school Irewe, àti cross àwọn ọmọdé yẹn wá sí school, ó jẹ́ difficulty fún wa. Àwọn teacher wa ń wá láti ìgboro ni, but ìṣòro tó ń kojú wọn ni pé àti kó wọn débí.
SBMC advocacy facilitated the provision of 2 speedboats by the Ojo Local Government Council chairman to assist 15 school teachers and about 1,000 pupils. A good learning environment is essential if effective teaching and learning are to happen. Schools need well-constructed, properly equipped classrooms and the necessary facilities for staff and students. As school enrollments increase, there's a great need for better school infrastructure, and state governments are determined to meet the infrastructural needs of schools.
This one is a temporary shade through the parent forum and the community at large to ease the population of the children.
Dorcas Olayinka Omoshebi is the head teacher at LA Primary School 1, Ilogwe-Elegba. Her school has seen a rise in pupil enrollment in 2010 as a result of ESPN-supported State School Improvement Team intervention. To tackle the issue of overpopulation in the school, the state's Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, has included the school in the list of schools benefiting from the UBEC Intervention Infrastructure Fund.
The same thing, they called me that SUBEB wanted to give my school prototype. So this is a SUBEB project, 7 classrooms, a bungalow.
To further improve the school facilities and the learning environment, UK Aid through ESPN is providing clean water supply and toilets to schools in the 6 states it supports.
Thank God for ESPN. So ESPN came now and gave us this borehole. We drink the water, we do everything. So before the borehole, the children were drinking the well there.
If you see our toilet here, it's wonderful because of ESPN.
Idan ka duba bayana nan, za ka ga mutane suna ɗiban ruwa. Wannan ɗiban ruwan ba a daina shi har gari ya waye.
The things are changing. People are happy, especially the schools where this pump has started running.
ESPN is promoting the development and implementation of clear state policies and initiatives that remove barriers to basic quality education like gender, disability, ethnicity, HIV status, and poverty. Umi is a 10-year-old pupil of Miga Central Primary School, Miga. She's in Primary 4. She helps her mother sell fura when she's not in school. Her father is a fisherman.
13. Which number is 13? Odd number? Clap for her.
Umi is one of the hundreds of girls from poor families in Jigawa State that are being helped to attend school.
Yara 511 su suka amfana da irin wa'annan kayayyaki. Akwai uniform, set of uniform da jaka da sandal da littattafai da kayan wasan yara. Har ba akwai sanitary pad na yara mata.
With inclusive schools, more girls are now going to school. A girls' education initiative has been launched in 3 LGAs in Jigawa, and 3,000 girls are being supported with uniforms and learning material. Perception of girls in school is changing.
Ina son da ummi in ta girma ta zama kamar ta zama inda hali ta zama malamin asibiti. Ta taimaki kuma addinin ta wanda take zaune da shi a wannan take tare da shi a yanzu.
Ana son mutum ya ci gaba ya dan koyi ilimin abubuwa duk da yawa ya san komai da komai.
ESPN has been working closely and in a culturally sensitive way with partners at state and community levels, and has been supporting a local radio program that helps create the much-needed awareness of the importance of girl-child education. Across the nation, poverty is a real concern. Most Nigerians live on an equivalent of less than $1 a day. This means poor families struggle to keep their children in school. Often, children have to work to support the family. Happy Chineke Onyedika's father hawks ice cream for a living, and he helps his mother to sell groundnut.
Ụfọdụ oge ụbọchị ụfọdụ on wetekwe gain 200. Ụfọdụ kwana oletekwe gain 100 naira.
In Enugu State, we have a lot of poor people, poor children who have no access to education.
ESPIN is demonstrating how a little assistance can make a big difference in a child's future through the Challenge Fund. In Enugu State, ESPIN has been working closely with government and 30 Christian mission schools in the state to enable more children go to school and to improve the standard of education. Teaching aids and teacher and head teacher training are provided to the partner schools. In return, the partnering missions waive the tuition fees for those children selected.
So many people applied for the scholarship. Even the rich did apply when they knew that it was meant for the poor. So by our going to the homes, it helped us to eliminate people that are not supposed to be on the list. And we got the people that really need the scholarship.
They also paid the school fees of these children. They paid the school fees and they met in short, everything they needed for their classes. They have done that.
Can you sing after me?
When I grow up, I want to be a teacher.
One of the beneficiaries of the Challenge Fund is lovely Aguta Kosi. Her mother works as laborer, cutting grass in people's farms or houses, and her father is disabled by a stroke.
So feed her request her bomb major as even not to feed down. Ka head me school and who was in Maca former.
Chinoye's father has been blind for 12 years and cannot afford to send her to school.
Actually, no, we're in the mother never in the Yamaka. Happy aka take the after. No, but I'm happy there for her.
Mr. Emmanuel Kwani, Chinoye's father, has 4 children, and 2 of them are among the 1,200 children benefiting from the ESPIN's Challenge Fund in Enugu State. In northern Nigeria, development in education has to recognize the importance of the different types of traditional Islamic schools. Communities value these schools, and many parents prefer them, especially for educating girls. But there's a growing demand from Muslim communities for elements of a modern curriculum to be introduced in the Islamic schools so that children can enjoy the best of both worlds, respecting centuries-old culture whilst learning for life in a modern society.
With the modern development, you cannot go just with the Islamic education. You have to combine the two. At least if you want to go further. At least if you combine the two, then you progress.
Growing understanding and trust has seen groups that might have previously opposed change become actively involved in implementing the very initiatives that they resisted.
We are talking about present continuous, adding ing to verb.
Ina jin daɗin zuwan da saboda ana koya mana wasanni kamar su wasanni sosai da diya.
Continuous is what we are doing. Now we are standing.
Nace to suka ce ko da safe ko da rana ko da yamma. Nace to abin da nake bukata abin lokacin da zamu bayar mu 11 muke tare da karatun alkurani da safe zuwa 11 da kwata. Sannan muna buƙatar malamin da zai karantar da mu ilimin zamani ya zo 11 da rabi daidai. 11 da rabi zai shiga aji kafin ya zo mun tattara masa yara. Yana zuwa 11 da rabi zai shiga aji sannan zai karatu na awa 2. Kaga zai tashi karfe 1 da rabi.
Ana mana social study da maths.
In Kano, there are an estimated 2 million Almajiri students in the Islamic Sangaya schools, many of whom are expected to beg to support themselves and the Malams. The ESPIN pilot project has invested in farming to provide food and income for the schools and allow these children to stay in class and off the streets. With various government efforts underway, with ESPIN's support in the 6 program states, there is positive change in provision of basic education, with lessons to be learned and best practice to be shared across Nigeria. But this is not the time to rest on our laurels. More still needs to be done.
Every right-thinking Nigerian would wish the younger generation to be up and doing, to be upright, to be steady, because that is what is invariably translating to what the nation will look like tomorrow.
There is need for all stakeholders to rise to the challenge of improving education. See, what we are doing here is improving the schools, expecting effective and successful children at the end of the day.
It's a big eye-opener. And that is why the mission has vowed now to continue even if ESPIN leaves. ESPIN is not like a project of come, let's share the money and you go. No, it's a different thing. They're now saying, government, we are coming to just show you a model that could work. And then we need replication.
Yanzu kam ilimin mata a Biga mun samu ci gaba 100%. Sakamakon yanzu idan yarinya ta shiga karamar sakandare, a ta gama firamare, za a bar ta shiga karamar sakandare. Haka zalika in ta gama karamar sakandare, za a bar ta ci gaba har ya zuwa babban sakandare su gama. Mun samu ci gaba yadda ba a zato sosai da sosai.
The future is good because school now is viewed by community as their own.
And I see a bright future when this school environment is safe for learning. And all there are teaching aids available. They have good structures, good infrastructures, sanitary conditions are improved. I see a very bright future for our children.
A future whereby any child from a school, from a Nigerian school, that has been given a good foundation and put him anywhere in the world, he will compete and he will excel. That is the kind of future I pray for our children.